This is a quick demonstration of the new Vidiu Teradek broadcasting unit that the church is now using for video broadcasting. It's small. It has an HDMI input, an audio input, HDMI input, audio input, and Ethernet input. It takes a 12-volt charger or 12-volt power supply. It also has a port for monitoring the audio. Okay. Turn the unit on by flipping the switch here. You see the little red light come on, indicating that it's starting to come up. Alright. So it's got a built-in battery that when it's fully charged, I think you can transmit for 4 hours using this device without having to plug the power supply back in. Okay. Alright, so the easiest way to use the device is with it connected to a hardwire Ethernet. The unit also has its own wireless card in it, and you can use the wireless card to connect up to your wireless Wi-Fi. You can also use the wireless card that's in the unit for monitoring your video broadcast. See, okay, now it's going to go work on getting us online. I'm going to go ahead and plug it in so that we'll be able to find the Ethernet connection. Okay, so got it plugged in. The easiest way to configure the unit is to have a computer that's also plugged into the same unit that the Vidiu is connected to. Okay, now it recognized that it's connected via a wired connection. Okay, it's checking the broadcast settings, and it's also telling us that there's no video device connected to it yet. Okay, as soon as the broadcast settings have been checked and uploaded out of its own memory, we'll go ahead and find out what the internet address is for this device. So you come over here to the menu button, push menu, and it goes through broadcast settings, video settings, and then network settings. Oh, let's go back to network system, network. When you get to network, push the button again. Has the wired, the Wi-Fi, or the USB modem. And so now we're going to go ahead and check out the wired broadcast. And if you look at here, it's at 10.162.128.196 is the IP address that it has been configured with. Now, the easiest way to configure this is to utilize the IP address on a computer that's also connected to the same internet system. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and type in that address, and we'll bring up the control, or the web-based control for the unit. 128.196. Okay, now we're watching inside of the Teradek unit itself. And just for fun, I'm going to go ahead and feed the video line in here. I'm using the same camera that I'm shooting this video with to feed into the Teradek. Okay. All right. So we can go up here to the top to settings. Yeah, right here you can see it. Just checking to see, make sure you can see that. We've got broadcast settings, audio settings, network settings, video settings, and system settings. Let's see, go for broadcast settings. Come over here and look at it, and right now we're set up for HD broadcasting. If you go ahead and click on the suggest quality, it will run a little program on the video unit to tell you what the capability of your Wi-Fi system is, or your internet system is, for broadcasting. The highest I've been able to get this system to operate at is at the HD setting. Sometimes this test works, sometimes it doesn't work. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just leave this at the full, or at the HD setting. Let's see if I can get this thing to. Okay, so you want to go ahead and at most put it to HD. There are mobile, low, medium, high, full, or HD, and full HD. I've never been able to get it to connect up at full HD. Full HD requires 5 megabits per second connectivity speed, and I've never been able to get a consistent lockup at 5 megabits per second. The HD requires 2.1. The high requires 1.76. Okay. Now I'll go back to settings, video setting. Okay, we're set to widescreen. Okay, now for broadcast settings. Oh, now you have to go to platform to go ahead and set up your device. Now to set up the device, we go to portal, okay, and up here, let's see, here's the home. This home button, you can go ahead and type in an event code to watch a device. We'll go here to our events list. We've got a couple of events scheduled for the future. One is the broadcast that you folks are going to be watching tomorrow. But I'll go ahead and schedule a test event. Okay, I'm going to name this one Test. Event type, we're going to have a full test. Other for the presiding authority. I'm going to schedule this today. It's almost 9 o'clock, so I'm going to schedule this for 9:10. p.m. And I'm going to schedule it to be about 10 minutes worth, because all I'm going to do is demonstrate how it connects up. Now to be able to schedule an event, you have to have some locations identified. I'm going to just use Tokyo first word. Okay. When I select Tokyo first ward, all of the Tokyo South stake units pop up. So I'm going to come up here and add the first ward in, and then I'm going to add another unit. And to schedule an event, you have to be able to specify a broadcast site and a receive site. It really doesn't matter what your broadcast site and your receive site are. You just have to have them listed. Okay, event size. We'll pick a minimum number, and it's going to connect up with Japan East. And for the broadcast profile, this is to see what the aspect ratio is of your camera. And as soon as we have that, then we can submit the event. Now I have already set up the let's see, what the heck? Am I still recording? Okay, I've already set up the camera once before. In this area right here, the information on where the camera needs to connect to is recorded. So we'll just copy this information. We can go back here to broadcast and paste in the URL name. Then we'll go back here and copy the stream name. And we can paste in the stream name. And we're ready to start broadcasting. Okay. Let me get. Okay, you push the menu button to the left to get back out of the menus. Okay, so it says that it's ready. It's in HD mode, and it wants to transmit at 1.21 megabits per second. So we'll go back out of settings. Oh, we'll go ahead and apply these settings. Okay. Well, we're done. And there's a view of what the camera's seeing. The web-based controller does not do a very good job of watching what's happening while you're doing the broadcast. So I'm going to go back here to my event, refresh to see if it's ready for me to start broadcasting yet. It's not ready to start broadcasting yet. So even if I push the start the broadcast button, or from the web control page, push this button here, it's just supposed to start the broadcast. It won't work because the servers have not yet been assigned to come up to speed and be ready for broadcasting. I only scheduled this a few minutes ago, therefore the portal system hasn't had time yet to go out and tell the servers to start up and be ready to go. Still not ready? So for a stake conference, you probably want to schedule that a week in advance so that 30 minutes before your meeting starts, you can connect up everything and make sure that it's working, that the receive sites are able to receive your signal. Okay. Now this down here on the page shows you, let's see, that's the information about the site and the event code for this broadcast. Okay, it's been about 10 minutes and the servers aren't ready yet. The suggested time is it takes about 15 minutes from the time that you've scheduled an event till the time the servers are actually available for you to use the event you've scheduled. Okay, in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and configure on either an Android device . Either an Android device or an iPhone device. There's programs that can be used to monitor. Oh, don't tell me I'm out of power. There we go. We'll boot that up. While we're waiting for that to boot up, I'll go ahead and connect my iPhone up. Okay, so if you go from your iPhone, I got low battery, okay. There's the Vidiu icon. Click this. Oh, first thing I've got to do is go connect it up to the Vidiu's Wi-Fi. So come back here to the configuration. Okay. Well, let's see if it's ready to go yet. Okay, it's ready to go. So we can either use the web interface. Go ahead and start the broadcast by using this button right here, or on the unit itself you can go ahead and push the stop broadcast. You push the button once. It says, do you really want to do that? You tell it yes. Where is the yes? Okay, and then you push the yes again, and it says it's starting. Okay, I'm sorry, I pushed the button too many times. and it says that we're now live. So I can actually watch the live stream on my computer by going back here to the home. Oh, let's go back. Events list. Okay. And let me copy this code. 63241. Go to the home, over to the event code, and it pops up and says, oh, says, do you want to watch the live broadcast? So you click on the button. Oh, that's right, we have to use Firefox. So we'll go over here. Go to Firefox, put in your LDS account. Watch live. And we'll be able to see as soon as it spools up what has happened a few minutes ago. Okay, AP.